Every morning, millions of Canadians do something they believe is good for them. They open a bottle, shake out a pill, and swallow it with a glass of water, convinced they are investing in their health, protecting their body, extending their life. And for many of them, that daily ritual is quietly doing the opposite. The vitamin and supplement industry in Canada is worth over $2.5 billion annually. It is one of the fastest growing sectors in Canadian retail. And it is also one of the least regulated industries when it comes to what is actually inside those bottles. Here is the truth that the supplement industry does not want you to know. Health Canada does not require supplement manufacturers to prove their products work before selling them. They do not require clinical trials. They do not verify that the dose on the label matches the dose in the pill. They do not test for toxic contaminants before products hit shelves. They issue a natural product number, an NPN, which sounds official and reassuring and means almost nothing in terms of actual safety or efficacy verification. What this creates is a market flooded with products containing synthetic compounds your body cannot absorb, toxic fillers that accumulate in your organs, dangerously incorrect dosages, and in some cases, heavy metal contamination at levels that would alarm any physician. Independent laboratory testing of supplements sold in Canada has repeatedly found products containing lead, arsenic, mercury, and cadmium at levels exceeding safe exposure limits. Products sitting right now on the shelves of Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and every health food store from Victoria to St. John's. Today we are going to tell you exactly which 5 categories of Canadian vitamins you need to remove from your cabinet immediately. And then we are going to give you the 3 that the science actually supports, that your body can actually use, and that are worth every dollar you spend on them. This video could save your life, or at the very least, it will save your money and protect your health. Let's begin. If this is your first time here, subscribe right now and hit the notification bell. We cover the health truths that mainstream media and big corporations don't want reaching your living room. Every week, new content. Don't miss it. Now, let's get into the list. Vitamin number 1, Megadose Vitamin A, retinol supplements. Vitamin A is essential. It supports vision, immune function, and cellular growth. The problem is not the vitamin itself. It is the dose and the form. Most Canadians already get adequate vitamin A through diet. But the supplement industry has convinced millions that more is always better. And with vitamin A, more is not better. More is toxic. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, meaning your body does not excrete excess in urine. It accumulates in your liver. Chronic accumulation causes hypervitaminosis A, liver damage, bone deterioration, severe headaches, vision disturbances, and in pregnant women, catastrophic birth defects. Health Canada's tolerable upper intake is 3,000 micrograms per day. Multiple best-selling Canadian brands sell vitamin A at 25,000 tolerance IU, nearly 9 times that limit. Taken daily without confirmed deficiency, these doses are a slow-motion assault on your liver. What to do? Never supplement vitamin A without a confirmed blood deficiency and physician guidance. If supplementation is necessary, choose beta-carotene. Your body self-regulates its conversion into active vitamin A safely. Vitamin number 2, synthetic vitamin E, DL-alpha-tocopherol. Nearly every vitamin E supplement on Canadian pharmacy shelves contains DL-alpha-tocopherol, the synthetic version produced from petroleum byproducts. Natural vitamin E exists as a complex family of 8 related compounds. Synthetic vitamin E is a single isolated compound your body recognizes as foreign, absorbs poorly, and, at high doses, has been shown in large-scale clinical trials to increase all-cause mortality. The SELECT trial found that men taking 400 IU of synthetic vitamin E daily had a statistically significant increased risk of prostate cancer. The HOPE and HOPE-2 trials found increased risk of heart failure with long-term use. Despite this evidence, synthetic vitamin E remains one of Canada's best-selling supplements because the label simply says vitamin E and consumers have no way of knowing the difference. What to do? Check the label. Natural is D-alpha-tocopherol. Synthetic is DL-alpha-tocopherol. One letter, Enormous difference, better still. Get your vitamin E from almonds, sunflower seeds and avocado. Vitamin number 3. Calcium carbonate supplements. Calcium supplementation has been marketed to Canadian women for decades as the cornerstone of osteoporosis prevention. Millions take calcium carbonate daily. The science has moved dramatically in the other direction. Multiple large-scale studies, including the Women's Health Initiative, found that women taking calcium carbonate supplements have a significantly higher risk of heart attack and stroke. When calcium is consumed without adequate vitamin K2 and magnesium to direct it properly, it does not go to your bones. It deposits in your arterial walls, accelerating calcification and cardiovascular risk. Calcium carbonate, derived from limestone, also has an absorption rate of only 22% without food. You are absorbing less than a quarter of what the label promises, and the portion you do absorb may be hardening your arteries. What to do? If supplementation is medically necessary, choose calcium citrate with vitamin D3 and K2. But first, get a bone density scan. You may not need to supplement at all. The next 2 vitamins on the never take list are ones almost every Canadian has been told are essential. If this video is already changing how you think, hit that like button right now. It helps us reach more people with information that can genuinely protect their health. Hit it, and let's keep going. Vitamin number 4, high-dose folic acid, synthetic folate. Folic acid, the synthetic form of folate, vitamin B9, is added to Canadian flour, cereals, and packaged foods by government mandate. It is in virtually every multivitamin and B complex sold in the country. The critical problem: approximately 40 to 60% of Canadians carry a genetic variant called MTHFR that impairs their ability to convert synthetic folic acid into the active form the body can actually use. For these individuals, unmetabolized folic acid accumulates in the bloodstream, linked to accelerated cognitive decline, immune dysfunction, and increased cancer cell proliferation. This is not a fringe concern. MTHFR variants are among the most common genetic mutations in the human population, and yet synthetic folic acid is supplemented at high doses in almost every Canadian prenatal vitamin and B complex on the market. What to do? Look for methylfolate, specifically L5-methyl tetrahydrofolate, the bioavailable pre-converted form that bypasses the MTHFR issue entirely. Safe for everyone. Worth every extra cent. Vitamin number 5, discount brand multivitamins. This covers an entire category, and it may be the most important item on this list because it affects the most Canadians. Store brand multivitamins sold at Costco, Walmart, and Shoppers Drug Mart have been the subject of repeated independent laboratory investigations with deeply alarming findings: doses differing from label claims by up to 50%, heavy metal contamination including lead and cadmium exceeding Health Canada guidelines, synthetic vitamins with near zero bioavailability passing straight through your digestive system unused, and artificial colorants including titanium dioxide, classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer as a possible human carcinogen, used to make tablets white. You are paying for the feeling of taking care of your health. The product inside the bottle is delivering chalk, synthetic compounds, and trace heavy metals. What to do? Choose brands that publish third-party testing certificates from NSF International, USP, or Informed Sport. In Canada, Thorne, Pure Encapsulations, and Garden of Life meet this standard. They cost more. They also actually work. The 3 vitamins you absolutely must take. 1. Vitamin D3 with K2. Canada's northern latitude means most Canadians are clinically deficient in vitamin D for 6 to 8 months every year. Deficiency is linked to depression, immune dysfunction, increased cancer risk, cardiovascular disease, and bone loss. Always pair D3 with K2 in MK7 form to direct calcium metabolism properly. Target 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily based on blood test results. This is the single most impactful supplement the majority of Canadians can take. 2. Omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil or algae oil. Chronic inflammation drives virtually every major chronic disease: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's. Omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, are the most clinically validated anti-inflammatory compounds available without a prescription. Choose brands with IFOS certification, confirming purity and absence of heavy metals. Nordic Naturals and Carlson Labs are both widely available in Canada. For vegetarians, algae-derived DHA delivers identical benefits. 3-magnesium glycinate. Magnesium participates in over 300 enzymatic reactions: energy production, muscle function, sleep, blood sugar control, and nervous system balance. Half of all Canadians are deficient. The form is everything. Magnesium oxide absorbs at 4%. Magnesium glycinate absorbs at over 80% with zero digestive discomfort. 300 to 400 milligrams before bed will improve sleep, reduce anxiety, and support heart health within weeks.